Before we get into the information, there's a few things that I'd like to share with you. The first thing is that I'm still having all of my technical issues that I shared with you in one of the last couple of videos that I've put out. By a miraculous act of the universe, I'm once again able to upload this to you from my phone. There's problems with that, as I said. So I told you guys I've been having a lot of problems with my phone. But the drawback is I'm not able to, when you upload a video, like from my computer to YouTube, I'm able to share it on Facebook, then I share it on Twitter, and I share it on Google Plus. I can't do that from my phone. I also don't know how to add links in the description box of the video on my phone. So that's also a drawback as well. Once I have my internet issue worked out and I'm able to get on and do everything from my computer, then I'll be able to do that. I'm also not able to see the full community when it comes to comments. So I've been doing the best that I can on individual videos, just like from my phone. I could have probably done some stuff at the library, but I don't remember what my sign in is to YouTube. Because I'm always signed in at home. So anyway, and whatever. Also, I'm not able to link the GoFundMe. I keep telling everybody, remember to go and donate to the GoFundMe. The best thing I can tell you is you can just go to www.gofundme.com, and then you will see where you can search, and you just put in "Send the Jedi to Africa," and then you'll see the campaign come up. Because I put it on every video, but like I said, when I'm uploading from my phone, I'm not able to do any of that. I'm extremely limited. Everything that you're about to see in this piece, I produce on my computer, and then I have to send it to my phone and then upload it. So that's what I've been dealing with. So I wanted to make sure that I shared that. And I think I say it in the video, but I do want to thank all of the recent donors to the GoFundMe. I deeply appreciate your contributions, everybody. I thank you so much. I thank you so much. I'm also aware also that there are people who I know they haven't donated to the GoFundMe because of the vomit that's coming out of their mouth. But these are people that clearly have evil intent. Like it clearly says 2020. And I had this one devil that I've blocked and removed keeps asking me, why haven't I moved already? Well, why haven't you been listening? Go crawl in a hole and die. Like that's somebody that's not going to donate anyway. Like I don't need your contribution. If it's not from the heart, I don't need it. My cause is just, it is righteous, and it is honest. And I have when you go to the GoFundMe, there's a video there of me speaking to you, explaining to you everything, and I also have a whole typed out explanation of this campaign and all of it. So, like I say, those people are Obviously, as long as they exist, we're always going to have devils. That's all they do. We know that as a people. We're clear on that. We're clear. So this video is important, everybody, and it's dated now because I actually produced this probably, I don't know, a couple weeks ago or something like that. But it's important, and it's going to continue to be important. Sadly, because of the tide and the obsessive propaganda that we're being bombarded with daily in television and movies and commercials, with all of this high tech, highly intensive campaign to separate the black man from the black woman, to interrupt what is the divine decree, and that is that black men and black women produce black children. Period. Anything else is being influenced by the enemy of our people, and indeed the enemy of humanity. Even puppies, when they're born, they're blind. They're blind. They come out, they've been on Earth 2 seconds, and they know they're supposed to go to that mama puppy's nipple, and they're blind. And they know to seek their own. So, you have eyes, but you cannot see. You cannot see. The other reason why I need to put this little addendum at the beginning is because after this video, I believe that the next video that you will receive from me, if I don't have any problem, transferring it to my phone, and hopefully my phone will work and I'll be able to upload it, etc., is I have some comments to make with regard to the Super Bowl, which I did not watch. I didn't watch any TV on Sunday. I saw absolutely nothing. Nothing. All right. So I'll be speaking from information that I have come into since the event. I have quite a few things that I want to say about that, and that's important. But last thing I'll say, and then we'll go ahead and roll this, is that this is an ongoing hot topic for me, as you all know, here on the channel, because the assault on our people is so complete and so nuanced, and it has so many tentacles, and none of those things are intended for our benefit. What I'm attempting to do here is to illustrate that there is a deep psychosis that I want you to begin to consider in a way that you maybe haven't up till now. A deep psychosis. A deep psychosis. And I'm going to be using black women to illustrate this. But I need you to know it's not just them. But I'm using this because of who they are, their visibility, the information I was able to access, what I'm able to share with you, etc., etc., and because it just brings it home. The absolute denial and betrayal and hatred of self, the deep seduction to have you autonomously moving away from and acting contrary to what is absolutely natural and should be instinctual for all of us. Receive this. Listen very closely. I have done my jurisprudence, and I pray that I have met my own standard of clarity and dissertation in this piece, so that even a 5-year-old, a 3-year-old should be able to consume this piece and absolutely know exactly what it is that I was putting forward. That is the standard for the Jedi. So receive this. I'm giving commentary. I've got some pictures. I've got some video. And I'm absolutely going to be eager to hear from all of you on what it is that you were able to take away from this piece. It just doesn't stop, everybody. It just doesn't stop. And even now, with all the technical issues that I'm having with my technology and all of it, I could just wait until I get all that rectified. But the information's too important. So whatever struggles I gotta go through and hoops I have to jump over to be able to deliver this to you, damn it, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. Because I always tell you, it's the information that's important. That's the whole reason why I'm here. That's the whole reason why I'm here. Can I get the information to you? That's what it's about for me. I tell you all the time, it's not popularity. I'm not here for bragging rights. I'm not here to be a celebrity. I'm not here for money. I'm not here for anything other than the reasons that I've stated. And I've been stating that since 2014. I came to YouTube to find you, my people, and to be able to speak to you across the diaspora. I want to also say this to you guys. This is the month of my birth. My birthday hasn't come up yet. My birthday's not till the 25th. But this is the month of my birth, and there's some significant things that I want to share with you. I want to also help you to understand the profound energy that is on me in this hour, in this chapter. So, in this month of February, I think you're probably going to see an increase in the amount of work that I'm probably going to end up putting out. So you'll see an uptick, I don't want to overwhelm you. You guys know that I try to never overwhelm my audience, I try to, when I produce anything, I try to have that out there long enough for there to be an opportunity for people to see it before you drop something else on them, And I'm doing that specific. I've always done that, and I do that specifically for those hardcore followers of the Jedi who are absolutely interested in everything that you put out. You got to give them time. And I prescribe this for anybody that's a content creator. If you're just creating videos just to amass a bunch of videos, and you're just doing a bunch of bullshit that doesn't really mean anything, and you're here to make money on YouTube and all that stuff, and it's for clicks and all that, then you have at it, Hoss. You have at it. But for someone like myself, who's a serious communicator, who is here for the purpose of communicating, you got to give your people time. So you can't put out 10 videos in a damn day. You can't. Anyways, I'll speak more about that in the future. But for now, let's get into this work that I've produced for you, and I'll see you soon. Dear brothers and sisters, and all Africans across the diaspora, we proudly welcome you to another intellectual presentation from His Excellency, the Jedi.
We are in a race between education and catastrophe.
What's up, everybody? This is the Jedi. So some food for thought. I first want to say a shout out to the recent donors to the GoFundMe. I thank you guys so much for your contribution. Thank you so much, everybody. We're going to run out of time. It's already, we're pretty much done with January of 2019, and 2020 is going to be on us tomorrow. So I appreciate all of you who understand the urgency and have taken the time to give and to donate to the GoFundMe. I thank you so much. And for any of you who have not yet given, I encourage you to please donate to the GoFundMe. Do donate. I also want to shout out all the new subscribers, everybody. Again, I'm gonna keep saying it. I sound like a scratch record, but I don't care. We literally have people just flowing into the channel. It kind of reminds me of when I first started, before my other channels got shut down. But when I first started back in 2014, once people knew I existed, the growth was outrageous. And so I appreciate all of you who have subscribed. And one thing that I most appreciate is that your subscription is organic, that it came from you. You never see me put up the big button on the screen that says click here to subscribe. Make sure you subscribe. Because I don't want anybody subscribing to me because I ask them to. American society, people are prompted. People are walking around every day doing things that are not organic. They've been told to do that, and most people are waiting to be told what to do on anything. And so it's a lot more gratifying when people just do it on their own, because my whole presence here is for a profound reason. It's a mission. There's a cause. I'm here to use this platform responsibly to communicate with my people. And so when you subscribe, that means that I have fulfilled and am fulfilling my purpose. That means you were touched and moved by what I presented. You learned something, you were inspired by something, you were touched by something, and you said, I got to subscribe to this guy. So shout out to all the new subscribers. Shout out to every single one of you, and welcome to the channel. So this is food for thought, everybody. I've on some level I've discussed this before in different parts. It has come up, but I'm dedicating a focus to this now. On your screen now is After Me is one of our attractive brothers in the African community. Sadly, everybody can't look like the Jedi. Sadly. They'll have to work out that inferiority on their own. I can't intervene. That's not something I can do. That's not my area. It's not my fault that I am a model, a supermodel, and that everybody wants to look like me. So that'll just be in the book. I'll probably do like chapter 29 on that. I don't want to get into it here. I shouldn't speak on it now. I shouldn't talk about it. Anyways, damn it, I couldn't get it out without laughing. Damn it! Just ruined it. I have to start the video over. Damn it. Anyways, this is Idris Elba. Alright. And what prompted this video now is because I was watching the latest episode of my favorite talk show, The Real. This is our time. Anyway, and Tamara was relaying the story of having this huge crush on Drake, who I hate. You guys know I cannot stand Drake. I'm somebody that one of my many gifts, everybody, I tell you, I have a sixth sense. I'm clairvoyant, and I feel energy. And if I don't like somebody, it's not rooted in any insecurity or spite or deliberate malice. I'm articulating the energy that I feel. I need you to hear that. I need you to hear that. So when I say I cannot stand Drake, it's because since I was exposed to him, the overwhelming energy that I get from him is fake and fraud. Like he is an act. He's an act. He's an act. And to echo something I just said about people being told what to think and waiting to be told, I saw how my women were responding to this dude. And I know what they don't know. That it's based on hype. They've been told Drake is it. And so they respond thusly. Years ago, I was at a friend's house, my friend Jackie, and we were cooking out. And just a little side story to this, y'all, because I can't mention this without saying this. We had gone, me and Kim had gone to the store to get, because Jackie is an amazing cook. And if you see her, you wouldn't expect her to be sophisticated in the kitchen. She's a beautiful sister, she's kind and all that stuff, but she just would be like, nah, she don't know nothing about no tongue. Yeah, she wouldn't even eat that. But she was fixing tongue for us. Alright? But we also had carne asada. And I want you to know, them women got in that kitchen. The deal was the sisters would prepare and the brothers, we all took turns on the grills. And I'm telling you, before that and since that, I've never had carne asada like that. That meat was so tender. It melted in your mouth. You didn't need anything on it. As my grandmom used to say, it don't need nothing but eating. It was the most. I can't even go near carne asada now. I can't. Because that is the standard, and nothing will be that. So I know I'm going to be disappointed, so I don't even try. Anyways, so, but at this gathering, they had the television on, there's videos playing. And all of a sudden, something came on by Drake, and they all went up. Girl, it's Drake. And I'm over it. So he is a hype for me, and he's fake. We'll get to him in a minute. But now, Tamara was telling the story about how she had such a crush on Drake. And even as she sat up there telling the story, she goes, my hands are getting sweaty now even talking about it. That's a physiological reaction she's having to the memory of even talking about him. Stay with me. So she's having this, and she says her sister, they met him at the BET Awards, and her sister went over and said, my sister is a big fan of yours, and she, Tamara, come meet him, you know. And she said she turned around, she stared at him, and she turned around and ran the other way. She froze. This is the reaction she had. She had such a fixation for Drake. We're going to come back to them in a minute. We're going to begin with Idris. Lonnie loves fat ass. And by the way, full disclosure, I have been on a one-man campaign to get her fired from The Real Everybody. There, I've said it. And I mean that seriously. Like, I don't even tweet, y'all. But I have been tweeting the show saying, please get rid of her, and I outlined my reasons. I even called Warner Brothers Studios the other day, because that's where they tape, at Warner Brothers Studios. Like, I'm serious about this. Like, I need her off this damn show. I need her gone. Jedi, why would you do that? Why would you do that? Well, I'm going to tell you. Because it goes back to sixth sense. It goes back to clairvoyance. It goes back to energy. What I see in her is someone who has succeeded because she has a degree in engineering. She's worked as an engineer. She's worked in corporate America. And we applaud her for that. That's all fine. She can still have those accomplishments, and we can celebrate that and still call her a hateful bitch. You see? Because what I know about our women, but particularly speaking about big women, like fat, is, and I'm going to broaden this to just fat women in general, that in the last probably 15 years, maybe more, but I'm going to say 15, they have been given, remember, waiting to be told, they've been given this language and this idea that big is beautiful. Think about that. And I'll remind you that Allah has said to mankind in the Quran, that which is wicked will be made to seem normal to them. So obesity is beautiful. Think about the sickness in that. Think about that. And then they go on and say, yeah, as long as you're healthy, it don't matter. Well, if you're big, you're not healthy. No matter how you feel, you're not healthy. Because the human heart is meant to supply and have the strength for a certain body mass proportion. And when you go over that, you're putting more stress on just the heart alone before we get to anything else. How is rolls that hang over your privates when you're in a state of undress or even not, how is that beautiful? Somebody educate me on the beauty of this. Because I'm always willing to be wrong. I always tell you, I'm always willing to be wrong. Because for me, I always tell you, it's not about being right. It's about what is right. That's what I submit to. My opinions and feelings be damned. What is right? Because that's how I want you to live your life. Stop trying to be right. Stop trying to win. Submit to what is right. And let that be the dictation for your actions and deeds and intentions in life. Now, so to digress, she, along with most big women, put up this idea that they're so secure that they're big, but they really do wish they were smaller. You understand? That's real. 'Cause forget the societal standards of beauty. Forget that. When you look in the mirror, you feel better about yourself. I'll give you an analogy. Somebody that has really bad acne, like from hell, like their face looks like the surface of the moon, they can be okay with that. But they feel a whole lot better if they look in the mirror and their skin is just smooth and clear. Huh? Stop the video when I lie. And never listen to me again. So, this truth is also borne out by the fact that, again, speaking of her specifically, that she's putting on wigs, she's doing her makeup, huh? So, and she's trying to wear nice clothes, which everything she wears is a disaster. There's one or two things that she's worn that I go, you know what, she actually looks good today. I like that. But 98% of the time, when she comes around that corner, I'm like, what the fuck is that shit? Like, they didn't have shit else they could have, I mean, it just, I can't. My eyes burn. Alright? So, if you're just so beautiful, and so, then you don't need to put on wigs. You don't need to put on makeup because you're so secure in your beauty. Huh? But you're not. You see? And you're wearing Spanx and whatever else. So, she secretly does not like the fact, or is resentful of the fact, that she's up there with 3 women who are absolutely in shape. And they pursue that. And let us not feel sorry. She's not one of the people that has some thyroid issue and she can't lose weight and this, because she's been saying for 2 seasons, well, you know, I dropped 30 pounds. I haven't seen it. I've not seen it. And I've been to the show and seen her in person. Where'd the 30 pounds go, bitch? Where'd you lose it? Where'd you lose it? Where? You see, but my point is that she's able to lose weight. So the fact that you're not makes it even more egregious, because I can't feel sorry for you that you want to be hateful about the fact that these other women are smaller than you, but yet you refuse to do the work that you can look just as good as them. You see? So we'll shed no tears. But she does have this hatefulness, and I've been on a one-man campaign to get her fired because she makes me sick because of things that she's the Whoopi Goldberg of the show. You know, she's the darkest one up there. There's a panel of women of color. Excuse me. She's the darkest one up there, and she does that same Whoopi Goldberg bullshit. The kumbaya. You know, every once and again I hear her say the right thing. And I always tell you, we accept truth no matter where it comes from. Even we hate the bitch. If she says the truth, we got to respect and love that truth. We cling to the truth. It is our life source. Truth is everything to us. Always remember that. Always remember that. But she is the least contributing to the show. Those other women, if you watch the show like I do, you realize most of the time they forget that they're live and they forget the cameras are there. It's one of the things that attracts me to the show. They just speak. Everything comes out. You know? They cry. They just do it all. You know? It's called The Real, and they do that. They do that. But she contributes the least. She's also a comedian. I'm putting that up in high quotations. Do your air quotes, everybody. Do your air quotes. She's a comedian. And she's not funny and the least funny on that show. Adrian is funny, just spontaneously. Jeannie is witty. You see, if we're talking about the funny quotient. But all the other women are more engaged. They share more. They are more passionate. She just sits up there. But here's the thing that's really egregious to me also. I love their theme, everybody. To me, it's the best theme for any show on television. And it's unique in its own essence because The View, to give you an example, I think they're in their 20th year or something. They finally got a theme that was written just for them. That's the Mary J. Blige thing. Let's go, world gone crazy. I think there's only one thing to do, etc., etc. But they didn't have their own theme. It's usually just some incidental music that these shows have. But this was a song written for this show. This Is Our Time. And it's slamming. And as much as I thought I liked it already, when I actually went to the taping of the show, they be blasting it like you can't hear anything. It's so loud. I'm telling you, that song is the joint, dude. This is our time. And then the beat, oh man, they kill it. Don't waste another minute of it. This is our time. It kills. But my point is that you can't help but be hyped when you hear it. So the whole crowd is hyped. If you watch the show, when they go, The Real starts now, and that graphic, it goes through the letter A. Look all the way over to the end. You'll see the floor producer. I forgot her name. She's a sister with a big bushy afro. She's already clapping. There's a cameraman that's usually right by her. You can already see his foot tapping. Every single day he's tapping that foot. This is the camera dude. He's tapping his foot. The song is so infectious and the beat just gets you. You can't help but respond to it. Why is this important, Jedi? Why are you telling us this? Because when they come out, Adrian's the first one to come out, and she's so into their music. Even when they go to commercial, when they play the little incidental music, she's always bopping to the music no matter what. But she's the first one to come out. This is our time. And then the way she comes down the stairs on the beat, she gives us the beat. In fact, when I was there at the show, when they were like, okay, the ladies are about to come out, and I scream, give us the beat, Adrian. You know, and then they hit it. This is our time. And she came out. And then Jeannie comes out. Jeannie's got rhythm for an Asian chick, for a Vietnamese chick, because she's from the Bay Area. She grew up mostly around black folks. She's got some rhythm to her. You understand? Tamara is doing her thing, but my thing is Adrian is clapping and singing the song. Jeannie sings the song. She's clapping, she's waving, she's getting the audience hype. Tamara comes out clapping and grinning and waving and singing the song. Lonnie's fat ass just shuffles out. She never sings the song. Ever. And I watch that show every single day. Do you understand me? She's never sang it. She don't dance. She marched right to her seat and sit down before anybody else a lot of the times. And then she does this thing where she will rush ahead to get in front of, to get in Adrian's way, to like, you know, to steal her shine. She's hateful, everybody. She is a hateful bitch. I see it. I don't need anybody else to see it. I know what Allah allows me to see. I know it, and I'm clear about it. But here's the thing. Since the first season of the show, she's always up there talking about she multi-dates. And she's happy being single. But all her references to men are always black men. All of her incidental references and innuendo about men, etc., etc., is always black men since season 1. Since season 1. But the pièce de résistance, the crown of her desire and the ultimate man on earth, is Idris Elba. That's her man. It's Idris. And then the show surprised her because she actually got a chance to interview him. She was at something and she thought she was interviewing somebody for something, and then Idris came out and she went running like, oh my God, and she was in tears. She hugged him. She was able to sit there and interview him and everything, and I was happy for her. I was like, she finally met Idris, like, you know, because that's her dude. You know? So it's all been about Idris. Huh? There he is. Forgive my screenshots, everybody. There he is. You see? And again, sadly, he's not me, but he's a good-looking brother. You see? I won't take anything from him. I won't do it. You know? And Idris knows he's not me. I don't want to get into it. He knows. All right? So it's all Idris. So then I have to ask you, and there he is on the cover of GQ, and that was only because I was actually supposed to do that cover, but last minute I had some other engagement that my people hadn't told me was scheduled, so last minute I couldn't do it. So I says, give it to Idris. Just give it to Idris because I last minute I couldn't. So there he is on GQ. All right. And it's Idris. How do we end up with this shit? You see, my point is that there is some psychological what's the word, Jedi? There's some psychological madness going on. A psychological madness. You are fucked up in the brain somehow. Something has gone wrong with you mentally. Almost to the point of you might need medication. At the very least, let's start an IV drip and we'll do testing to see, but at least get the IV started. You see? This dude don't look shit like Idris. Nothing. So you could almost say, well, okay, you weren't able to get Idris, but she found a dude that look. I'll give you another example. One of my sisters. I haven't talked to the bitch in 10 years. All right. I don't know if she's alive or dead, and I don't care. Anyways, but back when I was communicating, for years, she's a Michael Jordan fan. Like, every house she always had a sports room, and there was always a huge picture of Michael Jordan. She even had a Michael Jordan cutout, life-size cutout. It was just Michael Jordan, Michael Jordan, Michael Jordan, Michael Jordan. Well, guess what? Her husband, to this day, looks like Michael Jordan. He looks like him. I couldn't be around him without thinking, you're Michael Jordan. His name is Jim, and he looks just like Michael Jordan. Like, it's Michael Jordan. So that's consistent. You see, even if he hadn't looked like Michael Jordan, maybe if he had just been a tall, dark-skinned dude and had certain features back, well, he ain't Michael Jordan, but you could see why she picked him, because she liked Michael Jordan. Like, that's her aesthetic, But there's nothing Idris here. Huh? Let's go back. Let's remind you. Huh? This is a debonair brother. Debonair. You understand? Any brother worth his salt at least wants to know what cologne this brother wears, just so we can wear the shit and feel more like Idris. You see? That's how we want to wear our beard. You see? God damn it, we want to be more like Idris. You see? This is Idris. Where's he at here, everybody? Huh? Somebody answer that for me. Huh? All she talks about is Idris. She cried when she met him. Cried when she met him. And this is what you present? I don't care who you are, you have to ask, well, what happened? What happened? Even if your question is not meant with malice, your heart begs to ask the question. If you were a friend of hers, or you knew her, if you just met her, you say, I know you was all into Idris. What's with that dude? How does he come in the picture? What happened, Lonnie? You have to ask that. You see, y'all know Janet and I have been married for 20 years now. In fact, we're going to celebrate our 20th anniversary this summer. It'll be 20 years for Janet and I, but that I don't want to really, I'll say a little bit on it, but I don't really want to get into it, because most of that's in the book and stuff. So, and stuff. Black folks, if you just put and stuff on it, that means there's a whole lot of shit. Like you just said a whole dossier of stuff and you ain't said nothing. You just say and stuff. But, so me and Janet have been together for we're actually going to celebrate our 20th anniversary this summer and stuff. But, but y'all know, if I rave on and on about Janet, and y'all know I love Michelle Obama, like, that's the angel. Like, I have footage of her descending on the wings of angels from heaven, everybody. She is an angel. Do you understand me? I don't care if you didn't see it. I'm saying Michelle Obama is an angel. Now, these are two women that you hear me talk about a lot. My wife, Janet, and Michelle. So if I came up with something else, you'd be like, what's that? Thought you said you was into Janet. Thought you said Michelle. This ain't even. Let's say then I came up with what's the heifer? Um, Melissa McCarthy. Ain't that her? That was in Bridesmaid. That was acting like she was an undercover FBI agent, and she was funny, dude. I never knew her before that day, but to me, she stole that movie. That was a funny ass white lady. Period. The end. She murdered me. She was funny. She was funny. She was funny. But now let's just say I show up and I'm gonna reveal I found my wife, everybody. You see what I'm saying? And boom, it's her ass. Y'all be like, Jedi, hell no. Hell no. Hell no. That ain't Michelle and that ain't Janet. Like what are you doing? You see? So something psychotic is going on, everybody. Something psychotic. And remember, Lonnie is she's the only child? I think she's the only child. I think she's the only. Anyway, she was raised by her mother. You see. And she's a dark-skinned black woman. How does this add up? But it also gives me an opportunity to talk once again about love, because there can't be love here. You see? Because love, first of all, there has to be commonality. And I told you, love is not a word. It becomes, it's discovered, it reveals itself. At some point you go, I'm willing to die for you. I'm willing to give you a kidney. I would give you half my liver. I would walk 1,000 miles in the sun across the Sahara to bring you a teaspoon of water. You understand me. I feel heard when I speak to you. I feel nurtured. You understand my strife, my struggle, my history as a human being. You want to see me. I mean, I could be here the next 2 hours just describing attributes. And what I'm saying is there's no way this dude can have that for her, and she can't have that for him. You don't have to know it. I'm telling you. It's not possible. You understand? It's not possible. It's not possible. I always go to nature. You will never find a dog trying to mount a cat, 'cause they sniff. You see? They sniff. Cats do the same thing. They sniff. And when they sniff and the aroma doesn't echo back to them that this is my own, they know that ain't it. So they may play with the cat, and and usually cats will terrorize dogs and they're evil as shit. But it doesn't go any further than that. 'Cause they both sniff. That cat understands you ain't for me. And that dog understands you ain't for me. My instincts let me know when I sniff you, you're not what I mate with. You're not it. That giraffe, as tall as they asses are with those beautiful faces and those long eyelashes, giraffes are beautiful. When they kneel that head down to sniff, they're looking for that familiar scent that says to their instinct, this is my own. This is my own. You see? So we transfer it to humans. When I wake up in the morning after a night of frolicking, and that sister turns over She could have the worst morning breath known to humanity. But guess what? I recognize it. I recognize it. Hear this. I recognize it. I recognize it. So that if somebody that's not a sister is going to turn over and breathe morning breath into my face, that's going to be foreign to me. And this is a black woman, a white man turning over and breathing morning breath, that's got to send you jumping out of a fifth story window. It's foreign. You're trying to make yourself like that. It can't happen. So this is a contradiction. This is a contradiction. And she also let it slip. Because she was speaking in this same episode, this recent episode I'm talking about. She made the mistake of saying, now that I'm dating, such and such happened, such and such. Wait, bitch, because all seasons you've been saying you're doing all this dating. And all the girls will say, how come we never meet the guys you're dating? How can you never let us meet the guys you're dating, Lonnie? She claimed she was doing all this dating. Now you say the words, now that I'm dating. So that means your ass wasn't dating before. And again, we don't feel sorry for everybody because I know brothers that's got sisters like Lonnie. There's brothers, there's bus loads of brothers that will get with a Lonnie. Wouldn't be me. You understand? I'm a slender dude. I just like a slender woman. You know what I'm saying? She could be a little thick, but she can't be big. You feel me? Like I can't. I can't. Like I know what I can and can't do. I can't. But I'm saying, but there's bus loads of brothers, train loads even of brothers that are with a Lonnie and would be with a Lonnie in a heartbeat and could be real good to her. So there's no excuse for this dude that looks like, you want to tell me that's like her manager or he's her accountant or, you know, her agent or some bullshit. I'm here to hear you for it. But nah. She's from Detroit. When you talk about loving somebody, you have to understand a person in order to, you have to understand anything in order to love it or hate it. She's from Detroit. She's a sister. He can't relate to that, dude, before you get to anything else. Just that. He can't internalize and relate to. He can't. He can't. You understand? Matter of fact, I may play you this clip from Sister Circle. But first, let me get through this. Let me get through this. All right. So now let's deal with, goddammit, Tamara's ass. Again, the psychosis, everybody. The psychosis. Because that's what it is. Don't tell me love, because you don't know what it means. You don't. Now, look at this. You want to tell me he's the private investigator looking for her stalker or something? You know, I can hear you. Nah. 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 Now, look at this bullshit. Hmm? And Tamara and her sister are very beautiful young women. And she said something very surprising yesterday on the show. They were talking about something, and Jeannie was like, she goes, I don't remember how old I was, but I realized that, wow, white people actually support their kids or cheer their kids on, or something like that. But she was referring to Tamara, and Tamara said, she goes, but wait, Jeannie, I'm not white. And then Lonnie goes, but you're mixed. She goes, yeah, I'm both, but So she was making it known I identify as a black woman. That was refreshing for me. Cause she said it. She goes, wait, Jeannie, I'm not white. I almost choked on my own spit when she said it. But she said it. Now, I told you she got sweaty palms just even thinking about when she had met Drake. And she was speaking very dramatically and profoundly when she said, I have the hugest crush on Drake. Somebody find Drake in this dude. I'll wait. Just put your hand up when you found Drake in him. Just put your hand up. Who's found Drake in it? Who's found Drake in the photo? Who's found it? Huh? Anyone? Anyone? No. And you won't. Because you can't. Again, a psychosis. And by the way, we're in the 30th something day of this fucking shutdown. She's on a show that every day they have Skyping in government workers who are out of work right now and they're giving $5,000 away, but your bitch ass husband licks the nutsack of the asshole tulip that sits in the fucking Oval Office, bitch. How can you lay down with that? Don't give me love. Don't. Don't ever bring that to me. I'm over it. But this is your Drake, huh? But wait, I got something for you. And look. You see? This is a problem. He doesn't deserve this beautiful young sister. Look. He looks like he's burned some crosses. It's in the shape of his mouth and the goddamn it, I see a cross burning. But wait, I'm gonna show you who he looked like. Boom. Tell me that ain't the same dude. Huh? Same dude. This is Jim Neighbors. Gomer Pyle. Golly! Look at this. No chin, no neck, no chin, just neck. From where your chin should be, just begins neck. You see, same with this dude, just neck. Same thing. You see, golly. Same dude. That's him. And oh, by the way, as he gets older, that's what he's going to look like. You see, black don't crack. In 20 years, Tamara will still look just like this. She will still look just like this in 20 years. Thank you. You see what I'm saying? She will still be traipsing around looking perfect and beautiful. You see what I'm saying? But in 2 years, he's gonna look like that. So it's the same thing. Stop the video when I lie now. Stop the video when I lie. Stop the video. Wait now. Look. Same dude. Hmm? Look at the cheeks, the just neck, from face into neck. You see what I'm saying? And the mouth. Let's go back and look at her dude. Same dude. That's him. See what I'm saying? Cheeks, them fucked up teeth, just neck. Look. There he is. There he is. You see? Jim Nabors. He was also known as Gomer Pyle. Golly! That was his famous, his golly was to that show what Dynamite was to JJ on Good Times. Golly! That's her dude. Where's Drake in it all, everybody? Huh? Look. Now, if I didn't tell you, you'd think that was her husband. You'd be like, is that Adam? We'll go back one more time. It's worth it, goddammit. Look. Look. Huh? Now watch. Same dude. Same line. Same line. You see? This is what we're dealing with. But now, there's Drake, who I cannot stand. But does that look anything like Drake? Huh? Again, her palms were getting sweaty just talking about the memory of meeting him. Huh? But this is what you're with? This. There's Drake. There he is. Huh? With his fake ass. But there he is. Now. And then there he is without the fucking beard and all of it, and I'm over it. Wait. Now. This is her sister's man. That's Corey Hardrick. He almost looks as good as me. But we're not going to get into that. Settle down. All right. Settle down. All right. Take your seat. All right. Settle down, everybody. Again, that's going to be like chapter 29 of the book. All right. You'll just have to wait. All right. He almost looks as good as the Jedi. Almost. 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 All right. But nonetheless, handsome guy. You see? But they look right together. Boom. Black love, baby. Black love. And she got in them big ass ghetto dookie braids from hell, and we love it. That's a pregnant sister. You know, when they have to put their legs and lean back when they sit down and be saying, girl. I love that so much. Legs all straddled. They trying to lean back to sit down. Girl. I love that so much. And it can only come from a black woman. It can only. I told y'all before, that's another thing I want to share. I love when black women say girl. It's its own language. And that one word can mean like 100 different things depending on how they use depending on how they use it. Depending on how they use it. Girl, it's nothing like that. It's nothing like that. When sisters say girl. I love that so much I can't even put words to tell you it. I love that so much. And that belongs to black women. It belongs to them, girl. But look, he's kissing this woman, he's got a hand on that belly. Now, that looks right. He can relate to her. Even the example I just gave, girl, brothers, we know that. We know that when we hear our women say that. We know what they mean when they, because it's 1,000 different meanings to it, however they use it. You think this dude understands girl? Hmm? You think he understands girl? Just even that. Girl, girl. You see? These things matter, everybody. It seems like a little thing, but I always tell you, in any relationship, you must be fulfilled. When two people come together, especially you talking about spending the rest of your life together, you must be fulfilled. Fulfilled. And part of being fulfilled is every word that I speak, you must understand me and get me. You see? So for that sister, when she just say, girl, he needs to be able to interpret that shit. And he can't. You see? He can't. Either can this one. Girl, it'll go right past him. No idea what you just said. But this brother understands. Girl. And by the way, when I was sourcing pictures to find for you guys, I must tell you that every picture where she's pregnant, no matter what outfit she was in or how her hair was, he was always holding that belly. I love that. I love that. I love that. Even that picture, that kiss is so honest. You can feel the relationship between them. You feel it. Don't you feel it? You feel it. You feel their relationship. It's not just a picture for us. We feel it. We feel it. We feel it. We feel it. Look. Stunning. No other word to use for her. No other word in the universe that can be used. That you can't. You can't. The only word you can use is stunning. Stunning. You see that and you drop dead because of loss of oxygen to the brain. You can't go on. You can't. You can't. You have to be revived by defibrillator. You have to. She's stunning there. You understand? Rivers part when she walks past the lake. That's how stunning she is right there. Trees bend. You understand? Squirrels bow. Stunning. And she got a king on her arm. A king. And they met him on a bus stop, they tell the story. Because they were, already famous. He was coming from some gig or whatever. And they were going by in a BMW convertible, and he was trying to camouflage and hide. They want them to see him on the bus stop, and they recognized it was him, and they was like, "Hey, you want to ride?" Anyways, it's a beautiful story, but there they are together. You see, and that makes sense. That makes sense. And their son, oh my, you can't even look at him directly. You can't. The level of cuteness. No human can take it. You can't. You can't. I forget his name. What does they call his name? He's got a unique name. I forget his Creed. I think his name. Cree. I think it's Cree. Anyways, you can't look at him directly. You will faint. The level of cuteness is something no human can withstand. He's too cute. You can't look at him. Ugh, don't look at him. But there they are. Beautiful. You see? Beautiful. Look at this shit. I'm over it. This should say, woman last seen with alleged abductor. Anyone? I can't, dude. And again, I remind you, she said her palms were sweaty as she even sat there telling the story of meeting Drake. Her palms were getting sweaty. And she was so stunned she had to run away from him because she just didn't know what to say or do. And this, there's a psychosis, everybody. You have been seduced away from what is authentic, what is instinct, what is natural, what is ordained and divine. You've been told nothing matters because love is everything, yet you don't know what the fuck love is. You don't. You don't. The haves and the have-nots. Jeffrey, the gay character. It's okay, you're gay, but then you only are into these fucking white dudes? It seems it would be enough self-discovery to find out that you're gay. But then you immediately make the leap outside of yourself? I can't. Show me the koi fish that made it with the great white shark. I'd just like to see that biology. If somebody could show me that in the book, I'd like to see it. Show me the koi fish that made it with the great white shark, because love sees nothing and nothing matters. I'd like to see that. Show me that. Show me the gorilla, the silverback gorilla that was hugged up with the polar bear. Somebody show me that. I'd like to. I'm sure it exists. I'm sure it exists. I'm sure it exists. I'd like to see it. I'd like to see it. Who can show me? I'm over it. I'm over it. What else have I got? Okay, that was it. Wait. Oh, you guys, this is so not on, but this was, oh God, year before last. I've told you guys about Islamic burials, and this was one of the sisters in our mosque had passed away, and this is a 2-second clip that the brother that runs our Muslim cemetery, he had filmed me because we hadn't seen each other in a while, and when I came out, he was like, "Man, you finally made it out here," you know. And anyway, so he was filming. Anyways, that's me standing here in the long Galabia and my whole thing. This was during the holy month of Ramadan, and most of the brothers are either coming from work or they have to go back to work or something to do, and so, but I didn't have to do that, so I was in full regalia. There's some other brothers. You see another brother back here in garment, etc., etc. But this was after we had all put placed her in the grave and put the stones, and then we all begin to put dirt, and then we cover it to a certain point, and then they bring in the heavy equipment to finish it off. So this is so not a part of this video, but since I didn't know that was the next thing on here, I thought I'd just share it. And by the way, I always tell you guys, these fabrics that we wear, like it was windy out there, but there was a lot of dust, and you would never know it because I'm in pure white, and there's not a stain on that garment to this day, and I haven't had it cleaned. You watch on the weekends, if you watch like building big structures or how they build it or something, you'll see a lot of times over in sometimes in Dubai or other countries, you'll see that the Muslim brothers are out there on the construction site. They'll have on like the construction hat, but they're in these long white garments, and they're out there on construction sites. You're like, why are you out there in white? What are you doing? Because these fabrics are amazing, and this particular garment is from Syria. And so that's when they put in the last of the dirt over her grave after the funeral. So that's just that quick clip. But I think what I want to do now, since I'm this far in, it would be of value to show you a clip that goes along with this. I want to show you now the women of Sister Circle who I cannot stand that quad person. I'll probably do a whole video about how much I dislike her. Oh my god. Where's my punch? I feel my temperature going up just mentioning her name. Anyways, and I think their conversation is of value because it goes to the psychosis that I'm telling you about, the seduction, the brainwashing, the being told what to think. It's a few things that echo some of the things that I've discussed in this piece thus far. So I want to go to that now. All right. All right, now let's get into this. And you know what? I'm not using my normal player, everybody. Oh, snap. Because when I use my media player, I know what the volume level is for you when I play the clip. This is a different player. I don't know what the volume level is for you. Let me see what my house volume is for me right now. I'm at 30. And it's still not that loud. Let me see. I'm probably going to switch. Let me just see something.
Welcome back to Sister Circle Live.
Nah, I don't think this is going to be loud enough for you. I'm going to switch players. Give me a second. It'll just be a switch for you, but damn it. Anyways. Okay, now. I know this will be better for you. As far as the volume levels, so that when they speak you can hear the clip. And let's just go right into this, everybody, because this is so important, and I will do my dissertation and why, and expound upon this as I have in the past. But like I say, I'm really going in a little deeper on this in this entire video, the whole purpose of me doing it and all of it. So let's go right into this.
Welcome back to Sister Circle Live. It's time for our full circle where we like to spend a little time talking about a subject that's
This bitch I cannot stand. I can't, y'all. I don't know if I'm able to get through this without telling you how much I cannot stand her. First, we look right there. The whole holding the cup with two hands all the time. Listen, I watch talk shows, and there's other shows where and even The Real, they have cups this size and bigger, and they find and pick it up one hand. She's the only bitch on TV that has to hold two hands. It's all part of her fakery. She's the fakest bitch on TV. I cannot even. Oh my God, Jedi. Where's my punch? And I'm not even drinking my normal. Y'all know I drink black cherry punch. Your boy's doing coconut pineapple right now, so just. I don't know what that's going to do to my neurons as far as cooling me down and keeping me from getting worked up. But goddammit, it's pineapple coconut. We're going with that, with a splash of ginger ale. Alright, let's start again. I'm going to try not to look at her.
Welcome back to Sister Circle Live. It's time for our full circle where we like to spend a little time talking about a subject that's important to us, and we hope that you get into it as well. You know, many people are using technology to find love online, but did you know that there are dating apps to help you find a mate outside of your race?
Stop. But did you know there's an app to help you find a date outside of your race? Says a black woman on a show with nothing but black women. So the first thing your conscious mind, if you're conscious, everybody, if you're a thinking African, the first thing you say to yourself is, why would you present that to us? You are African women speaking to an African audience on a, put your high quotations up, your air quotes, everybody, on a black channel, do your air quotes. Why would you say this to us? You see, I think I've shared with you before, I'm one of these people, you can be in conversation with me, or you could be someplace with me and somebody's talking, and they start telling me something that does not pertain to me, or something that they don't need to be telling me. And I'm that person that stops you and says, wait, well, hold on. Why are you telling me this? I'm not being rude. I'm asking the question. Why are you telling me this? Why are you telling me this? You know, I'll give you a quick example. You know, somebody's talking, they say, they start telling you their business or something, and you didn't ask them that. And you say, hold on. Why are you telling me this? Why are you telling me this? Because I need to know why I need to know this, is what I'm really asking when I say that. So your first conscious begin, I'm trying to show you how to do dissertation so that your filters are at maximum operation. Right there, you should be saying, whoa, I see nothing but women up there that look like me. Why are you telling me this? Why would you tell me that? Why aren't you telling me about an app that tells us how to find our own? Why isn't that your topic? But wait and watch how uncomfortable everybody gets, because remember, they are spineless because they are Christians. You see, it is the Christian who kowtows to Massa, who does not want to brush or bruise Massa's ego. You see, the Jedi comes with no fear, and I'll bruise everybody. I slash, burn, and cut and blow up everybody, burn the building and sweep the ashes away before noon. You understand? Because truth is the only thing that matters to me. And the only thing I fear is the one that created me. Not tiptoeing around anybody. I don't tiptoe. We're going to be here a minute, everybody. Get comfortable. Goddamn it, get you some coconut pineapple juice. Goddamn it. Now watch this.
To us, and we hope that you get into it as well. You know, many people are using technology to find love online, but did you know that there are dating apps to help you find a mate outside of your race? While a lot of singles use sites to discriminate against certain groups.
Well, a lot of, what did she say? She's throwing that loaded word at you. Hold on.
Your race.
Today outside of your race, like you can be free of us black folks. We got the answer for you. You can be free of black love. That's what my filter's here. Let's go on.
While a lot of singles use sites to discriminate against certain groups.
Who's doing that? Hear her language. While a lot of singles, what did she say?
A lot of singles use sites to discriminate.
Well, a lot of singles use sites to discriminate. Who's doing that? Who's doing that? Somebody bring those people to me. Maybe they could just send me a letter, you know, with maybe a slice of, you know, I don't know, red velvet cake or something. I don't know. Who's doing that, everybody? Who has that answer? Who has that? Who could tell me? Well, a lot of singles are using sites to discriminate against other groups. Who? Let me go to this site to discriminate against others. Where's that site that I can discriminate? It doesn't exist. So you set up a false narrative. It's like those late night commercials. Are you tired of back pain where the bitch can't even reach her own toenail? You see? And she's holding her back like she just slipped a vertebrae or some bullshit. Well, we have the answer. Introducing the new, you're such a fat bitch that we can help you do this for $19.99 plus shipping and handling. False narrative. Let's hear this.
Singles use sites to discriminate against certain groups. Sites like Swirler.
Sites like Swirler. Now, she just set up the premise to say, while some singles use sites to discriminate, sites like Swirler, that's that false narrative. Are you tired of back pain? Are you tired of not being able to reach your big toe? It's the same thing. But sites like Swirler will take you away from discrimination. Now you can just leave your own fucking culture and race and end up like Lonnie Love and fucking Tamara Mowry. Huh? Stay with me, people. Stay with me. The Jedi never wastes his time or yours. You will always learn. At the very least, you will be provoked to new thought. Hear this.
It's like Swirler are designed for people with a preference for other ethnicities.
Are designed for people with a preference for other ethnicities. Now, these levitation words, we'll call them. Because what is levitation, Jedi? We all know levitation is you're not on the ground. You're hovering. We'll use hovering and levitating. We'll use those interchangeably. All right? Hovering and levitating. They're using these hovering levitational words. Hovering and levitating means you're not on the ground. You're floating just above. Right? So, she's using these hovering words. Other ethnicities. No. It's always black and white in this bitch. Always remember that. There's no such thing as diversity. There's no such thing as inclusion, exclusion. There's no such thing as throw all that out, everybody. Those are levitational and hovering. Everything in this nation is about black and white. Period. The damn end. You see commercials on TV, it's never like the Indian lady in the sari, which is their garments, it's called a sari. It's never the Indian woman in the sari with the dot in her head, in her forehead, and she's in the Tide commercial with white dude, or she's in there with the Latino dude, or she's in there with the Arab dude. No. It's black and white, bitches. Stop this video when I lie and don't ever listen to me again. The Jedi is only here to present the truth. I'm not here to make shit up or pull anything out of my ass. I'm not here to be impressive or to sound smart or be grandiose or goddammit, the truth. And if you don't want to hear the truth, you should never click on me. My whole existence on the earth is the truth. So throw out this ethnicity word. She's tiptoeing and levitating. Hear this.
With a preference for other ethnicities.
In other words, it's been set up to seduce you away from black love. I'm gonna translate for you because you gotta speak levitation. You have to speak white devil. All right. I have a masterate in levitation, hovering, and white devil. I have a master in. I actually taught at Yale. I taught at Yale. I was actually on staff at Yale, so that happened. You can look me up.
Are designed for people with a preference for other ethnicities.
Are designed to seduce you away from black love is what it translates to.
So, ladies, let's
look at Trina on the end now. What I love about her is her face. She don't hold nothing back. I've watched the Braxton Family Values. And even though she speaks weird and she rolls her letters, and I don't know why she don't speak like nobody else in her family, we're still working on that. I have a team of people on that, figuring that shit out. And they're reporting back hourly. But look at her face already. She knows this is some bullshit. Even fake bitch goes, as if she's fake interested. Selena, that's my girl. Especially when she with her down to the circle and we was down to the grocery store and we was down. I love her with that. But here, watch everything, everybody. I always tell you, anything that's in front of you, you should be analyzing every single bit, even the set that's behind them. What are you watching it for? When you read an article, you look at a magazine, you watch a video, you watch something on television, why aren't you noticing everything? Everything. Capital letters. Everything is what you should be paying attention to. All of it. Huh? Even when the bitch fucking holds her cup with two hands, I'm over it. But let's go back a little further because you need to see everything.
Use sites to discriminate against certain groups. Sites like Swirler are designed for people with a preference for other ethnicities.
Says the fake bitch. But look at Trina. Selena's keeping her poker face. But look at Trina.
So, ladies, let's get into your thoughts on.
Look, you see that?
Interracial dating. We haven't done something.
Lady, let's get into your thoughts on interracial dating. Look at Trina. This is all black women. Huh? And by the way, damn it, I went way too far. I accidentally clicked it. But meanwhile, she's married to a black man. She's married to a black man. This bitch don't deserve no man. And I'm not going to spoil it for you. But we know she was with the Gabe dude. By the way, he recently died. I believe it was cancer. I was surprised when I heard that. Anyways, but the bitch was married to a black man. This heifer. The fake bitch. Alright, but watch.
Are designed for people with a preference for other ethnicities.
Says the fake bitch.
So, ladies.
Look at Trina.
Ladies, let's get into your thoughts on interracial dating. We haven't done something like this in like forever.
We haven't done something like this in forever. Everybody is deer in headlights. She looks at Selena. Now watch.
I'm really excited about this.
Well,
Look, I'm really excited about this, but look at the body language. She's not excited about this. You see? In fact, I believe that somebody told them to do this topic. I don't know who runs this show.
Done something like this in like forever. Really excited about this.
Well, I
Look at Trina.
personally, child, I'm
I personally, child.
married. But let me tell you something. Fine is
Wait. You got to bear with me, everybody. It's the information that's important. Forget the technicals. I'm doing the best I can. You will learn.
Done something like this in like forever. Really excited about this.
well, I personally, child, I'm married.
Personally, child, I'm married. That's what she begins with. So she already got her black man. She got her mandingo. She got the black penis. You see, personally, child, I'm married. But now she has to give in to massa. Hear this.
But let me tell you something. Fine is fine.
Fine is fine. Now, mind you, there's young girls and young boys that are going to watch this. This is what we're signaling to them. Fine is not fine. You understand? Fine is not fine. Period. Fine is fine. Because our women are the ones who came up with that word. Or a confluence of black men and black women. But that's ours. Fine. We the ones that describe the opposite sex as fine. Man, she fine. Girl, he fine. White people don't use that shit. They don't use that. That's not theirs. They would agree with that. You understand? Only time they used fine was when we was on the fucking auction block and they was, this is a fine buck. This is a fine winch. That's the only time they used fine. We are the ones who say fine. How she look, man, she fine. Damn, she fine. You see? Now, fine is fine, child. Hear this.
Excited about this.
Well, I personally, child, I'm married.
Look at Trina, but listen to Selena.
Let me tell you something. Fine is fine.
Yes.
Man is man. Fine is fine.
See there? That's giving it all over to massa. Man is man. No, it's not. Man is man and fine is fine. No, it's not. Because you cannot tell me that Lonnie gets up out of her bed in the morning and hears the shower running. She go in there, she got a glass shower, and Idris is in there glistening under the shower. Glistening, and it's Idris, goddammit, Elba. But she go in there and it's that James dude. But she just said man is man and fine is fine. I just blew that up where it fucking laid. Do you understand? Somebody sweep the ashes. I'm moving on to the next fucking explosion. I'm over it. Hear this.
Man is man. Fine is fine.
So little girls go, well, I can just date anybody. I don't have to focus on, cultivating black love because man is fine is fine. This is very dangerous. You understand? It's a very dangerous message to the young minds amongst our own. Dangerous. Dangerous. Dangerous.
Yes.
I don't care what color you are, where you came from.
I don't care what color you are and where you came from. You just threw all black love out the window. Think about that. You just threw all black love out the window. Just threw it out the window. So that right-minded brother who's been raised right, maybe he's a young teenager, 19 or some bullshit, and next door is this beautiful sister and he's got his eye on her. And he's been working up in his mind and standing in the mirror, figuring out how he's going to approach her and talk to her and whatever. But she's been given this bullshit. And 2 weeks later, he watches her get into some fucking car with some motherfucker who looks like a goddamn white serial killer and drive off. Meanwhile, he is a fucking king. He's got the body, he's tall, he's whatever. Because she's heard this shit. You've been told that man is man and fine is fine. When your own eyes, but more importantly, let's go back to the word I always love to use, desire. Desire. Write that word down. Desire, everybody. Because desire is no mistake that it rhymes with fire. Because they're the same. Desire. You turn me on. I must have you. I'm thinking only impure thoughts. Desire. Desire. I don't care if the curtain's open, anybody could see us, damn it. Desire. You see? And you can't conjure that. It's organic. Anything else, and you just laying there pretending. You're living a lie. You're trying to convince yourself into something that will never materialize. No, man is not man, and fine is not fine, or whatever the fuck she said. You understand? There's a reason why they keep black nakedness to a minimum and black sexuality to a minimum on television and in movies, everybody. Why? Because we are what? Fire. 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 When a white woman cheats on her husband with another white man, that man that's been cheated on is at a different level of anger when it turns out the one she cheated with was a black man. Before, he was just angry, hurt, pissed off. Now he's furious because he knows that we are fire. Stay with me. So I just blew up her and that fucked up outfit she's got on. You see, I'm moving on to the next explosion. Somebody sweep up the shrapnel behind me. I don't have time.
And it's fine.
Yes.
I don't care what color you are, where you came from, as long as you're aesthetically my height. I discriminate against the short.
Right.
Not the color.
Right.
You can be any nationality. Love can come from any direction.
There, she's using that word. I already told you, everybody in the society has exactly the wrong understanding of love. Nobody knows what that is. Nobody. Nobody, apparently, except for the Jedi. But she's intermingling that with it. That's your excuse. Well, it's love. No, bitch. You cannot have love outside of you. You understand? You can't. Because you came from a black womb. You were nurtured by a black womb. The first and only expression that you ever knew of care, concern, devotion, providing, support, sacrifice. Keep going. I tell you, 68 pages of single space shit. You got all that from something that looked like you, that walked like you, that smelled like you. You don't pop up and go, well, it works over there too. No. It can't. And until you understand what love really is, you won't understand that concept. Love is specific. It's not willy-nilly. Love is love, said this dumb bitch. That's my girl. But dumb bitch on this. Let's go back. Let's go on. She's setting the tone. Love is love, fine is fine, man is man. I don't care who you are. I'm just a slutty bitch, and culture doesn't matter. Neither does history.
I discriminate against the short,
Right.
not the color.
Right.
You can be any nationality. Love can come from any direction.
No, it can't.
And I feel like people should, I think that is part of the reason why women are single. A lot of women are single. They're very closed and
A lot of women single because they're closed-minded. They telling to the sister, well, girl, you single because you're not trying to get you a white man. That's what they're really saying. No, I don't give a fuck if you've been single for 10 years, sister. Hold on to your shit until you find you a black mandingo, which is what the fuck you deserve. Period. What'd she say?
very closed and very singular to what they believe.
What they believe. No, what's natural. What they believe. No, bitch, this ain't belief. This is what's natural. You understand? A lion doesn't mate with a lion because they believe. No, they know I'm supposed to mate with lions. Period. Everything else on the plane, I attack and eat their ass.
Single, they're very closed and very singular to what they believe that they should have.
They believe that they should have. Think about how blasphemous that statement is. I really need you to understand this, everybody. That's why I'm taking my damn time with this, and I don't give a damn. It's going to take me 15 hours to upload this bitch from my phone, and I don't care. Think about how blasphemous and destructive that statement was. We're a minute and 11 seconds into this shit. Wow. Wow.
To what they believe that they should have. And I think that if they open up, they would understand that, you know, a man, there's a good man out there for you. You just have to be a little more.
You just have to put down your principles and your morals and the calling of your heart of what's right. You just have to put that aside. That's what she's saying. That's what that translates to.
Susceptible to receiving that from wherever God will have it to come.
Then she's going to add God to it. Well, God's already shown you in nature what he expects. You understand? He's already shown you in nature exactly. I always tell you, creation is not decoration, everybody. It's for information. Everything in Allah's creation is information for you. Teaching you, showing you, instructing you, leading you. It's not just decoration and atmospherics and shit. The very melanin on your skin is to signal to you, you are something different. Allah wasn't just, I think I'll just paint today. I think I'll just paint. I think I'll just do some painting today. I'll just paint. No. Your melanin signifies to you, you are something else. You are different. Period. And if we were all the same, then when you had a mixed couple, the baby would look white. Huh? But it don't. If we touch it, God damn it, it looks like us. Period. But the blasphemy of her opening statement. Let's go on.
That from wherever God will have it to come.
Correct. Right.
Now on the flip side, I'm not saying that these dating sites are not good, because
now on the flip side, and I'm not saying, see,
I have friends who have gotten married from dating sites.
Yes.
because it's the same thing. You meet somebody in the club face to face, they can still be crazy, so it don't matter.
Right.
But when I was down to college,
down to college, she kills me with this down to shit. And that's uniquely her own, and she lays me out with that. Now, when I was down to college,
it can still be crazy, so it don't matter.
Right.
But when I was down to college, okay, down to the Drake University.
Down to
my
the
first
Drake
year,
University.
I was down to this when the computer was new.
Right.
I was down to the Drake University.
Okay, and we had them in our room. You know, computers was like fairly new.
Right.
And we had these little, dating things where you can talk to other people through the computer. And this one man, he was Latino. That's the closest I've had to a different relationship. Well, now
See, but he was a Latino. You see? And I have always been consistent to say, while I am only for black love, period, the fucking end, if you just must, and you just can't find you a sister, you just can't find a brother, which is not the truth, then damn it, at least don't go with the enemy of our fucking people, the oppressor of humanity. I'd rather you be with a damn Latino, or an Arab, or an Indian, or just anybody. Damn.
I did almost whatever. It's just so much Rolodex, I have so much to think of in the world. When you're getting old, you forget a lot of stuff.
It's okay, man.
But I remember this one. He actually flew to the Des Moines, Iowa, which was where the place was, and he ended up being extremely crazy.
Oh my God.
He tried to capture me and told me, you are not getting out of my car, and we are going to drive to California, and I'm never ever going to let you go. And I said, okay, he's crazy.
Look at the fake bitch. Fake as shit. I want you to open up another tab on your computer right now, everybody, and I want you to type in fake bitch, and her picture will come up. I promise you. It has to come up. It has to. But damn it, go on, Jedi.
Right. So,
I said, well, you know what? You got a point. Look here. Take me back to my dorm so I can get my bags.
Right.
And he's so crazy. He's like, okay.
You got about that chocolate man.
Listen, I said, I'll be right back. I ran into the room, told the people at the front desk, he's a crazy man. And then I hid in the room in the dark, and he was blowing up my phone, child. The only thing that saved me for hours.
Oh, my God.
The only thing that saved me was the RA down to the front desk because it was locked up.
The RA down to the front desk. I don't know why she says that, but I love it.
The only thing that saved me was the RA down to the front desk because it was locked double door.
Right, gotcha.
So yeah, I agree. Love is love.
Love is love.
But crazy is
crazy.
Crazy is crazy.
So I'm a little bit, well, obviously I'm married, been married 16 years. Love you so much, Smitty.
Love you so much, Smitty. But they're all very uncomfortable. You see, I tell you, you got to stop tiptoeing in this society, everybody. You got to be bold and be black and be unfucking apologetic. Be comfortable. You understand? But here they are. Love you so much, Smitty. Now, I done seen Smitty. He's a brother. Like I say, they're both married to black men. Praise the Lord.
Yes. Prior to, being married and engaged and all of that good stuff, I did date one guy in particular outside of my race.
Okay, then.
Really liked him. Very successful director. Hey, Dave Myers, how are you? So,
really liked him. Very successful director. Not, he was fine. Nothing about his character. You see? Very successful director. Hi, Dave Myers. You see? Because there can't be, everybody. Just like a lion goes and sleeps with fucking llamas, he doesn't understand them. They don't understand him, he don't understand them. He goes back with the lions. He just does. Giraffe doesn't hang out with camels. Although they do look alike in the face. But that's going to be like chapter 30 of the book. I don't want you to get into that. Settle down. All right, focus. All right, you're getting off topic. All right, look, you're getting off topic. You're getting off topic. I need you to focus. Okay, but now watch.
Director. Hey, Dave Myers, how are you? So, but I knew that,
She knew she's tiptoeing. She's going to say something else, but what I'm telling you, what she's really trying to say, what's really in her heart is, she knew instinctively, this is some bullshit. Just put it in simple terms like that. I ain't gonna even make it a long drawn out thing. She just knew, her spirit said, this is some bullshit. We can all understand that.
Really, I knew that, I assumed that I couldn't bring him home to Daddy. So I was like,
go on, Jedi.
I like you, but I can't bring you home to my dad.
To my dad. You see, we know she dated somebody, right? Because we don't make dad and a two-syllable word. And dad. You see, I can't with her already. This is, damn it, where's my punch? Watch now.
Can't bring you home to my dad. And but I just assumed that my dad never said that. But this is real life stuff. This is real life.
She just assumed.
It's honesty. I just don't feel like, at the time my parents would have been open to that. I was in my 20s and I was just like, and then I grew up in a very fight the power house. Yeah. And, I was like, I'm not sure, but I'm truly, now that I've matured, obviously.
Now that I'm matured. Nah, bitch. That's reduction. That's reductive. That's contradictory. You see? You knew it wasn't cool. Parents aside, you knew it was some bullshit. But now she's going to say, but now that I've matured. No. Now that I've been seduced by the lies sold to me by this enemy of my people in their society, I have decided, play it.
And I've seen so many amazing marriages. I'm so open to everything.
I'm open to everything. Well, fine, because your husband Smitty just called, he texted me while you were on the show, and he says he's bringing 2 women into your relationship tomorrow since you're into everything, huh? Come on, everybody. Stop it. I'm open to everything, said this black chocolate woman.
Matured, obviously, and I've seen so many amazing marriages. I'm so open to everything.
I'm open to everything, she said. That's some bullshit. Let's go on.
Because I've become a more
because I've become
mature woman, and
nah, because you've been seduced and you've been told what to think.
Everything. Because I've become a more mature woman, and just I understand that love is love.
Nah. You see? And they all testify, yeah, girl, yeah, no, and no the fuck. Again, I tell you, nobody knows the meaning of this fucking 4-letter word. It don't even have a name. You understand? And it's not a word. But if you need a word, whatever you're going to call it, that ain't what it is. Love is love. Nah. Bitch, define love. That's what you say. Define it. From now on in your life, when somebody uses that word, you stop them and say, define that word. Define it. Define it. Define it. They won't be able to.
A more mature woman, and just I understand that love is love. And that's no matter who you love.
Look at Trina. That is true. That is true. Like, yeah, girl. Nah. They just trying to appease massa.
mature woman and just I understand that love is love. That's
So you would challenge them. I like to have a television show, kind of like Big Brother, where I get serial killer looking ass white dudes to bring they bitch ass into the house with and say, well, love is love. You see? Because I already told you about the sister. I brought you the video recently of the sister, the perfect dude, a brother. The penis wasn't big enough for her. And she ditched him completely off the fucking earth. And you want me to believe these 4 bitches gonna sit up there and talk about love is love? Don't play with me. Don't do that. Don't approach the throne of the Jedi. Don't approach.
that love is love. And that's no matter who.
Look, Katrina, that's true.
That is the truth. What gender you love.
Look, you gotta add that. No matter what gender you love. Again, going against everything holy. Going against nature. Going against God. Going against the Creator. Fuck, throw all that out. You see? It don't matter. Love is love. Go and do fucking heroin. Do fucking coke. Rob a bank. Kill old lady. Love is nothing matters. Sleep with animals. Nothing matters, everybody. That's what they're telling you. I'm here to snatch your ass back. And sat you down and say, think. As my grandmama used to say, use your head for more than a goddamn hat rack. This is dangerous. Dangerous. Coming out of the mouth of black women, no less. Hear this.
I understand that love is love. And that's no matter who you love, what gender you love, love is love. That was a 20-something-year-old Rashawn. This 43-year-old understands that whatever's gonna make you happy, do that.
Listen, because it's so hard to just get any kind of happiness.
Right.
See that? It's so hard to get any type of happiness. They've resolved themselves to that. You know. It's like you go to the grocery store, there's only one fucking lime left. It's just so hard to get limes. So you may as well go and buy that vial of crack because you can't get good limes in this place. You can't. That's what they're essentially setting up. That's the same thing. But it goes back. Black women have been given the wrong understanding of what a man is because most brothers don't know what it is to be a man, and most brothers are not men. So they have resolved themselves. It's just no men out there, and we just... You see? Hear that last little exchange, and we go on.
Because it's so hard to...
Because it's so hard.
Just get any kind of happiness.
Right.
Yeah.
So
to get any type of happiness.
That happiness.
But you know, I'm down with the swirl.
Yeah.
Now, here, Trina, she is the gift in all of this. Ironically, she is the gift. But look at the fake bitch. Can't not fucking just, but let's go to Trina, goddammit.
Yes.
All the way down with the swirl. You know, I live in a winter wonderland. I like to play in the snow. But, you know, mature Trina.
Mm-hmm.
But mature Trina, she just said 20-year-old Rashawn was such. But now 43-year-old Rashawn is down for everything. Huh? But on the opposite end of the spectrum, she says, but now I was all the way down with the swirl. I play in the winter wonderland. I play in the snow. Blah, blah. But now mature Trina, she says, go on.
Mm-hmm. Now realizes that.
Let's go back so you can hear a whole lead in.
But, you know, mature Trina now realizes that it's. I'm trying to be, you know, politically correct.
See, she's tiptoeing. You got to give something to Massa. What she really wanted to say, mature Trina actually understands that swirl shit was some bullshit. But she stops herself and goes, I'm trying to be politically correct. In other words, I'm trying not to piss Massa off. You see?
Now realizes that. I'm trying to be.
You see? Just speak your fucking truth. But hear her.
You know, mature Trina now realizes that it's. I'm trying to be, you know, politically correct here.
You have rights,
you know,
as an opinion.
But the thing is, I had a specific preference, and it was always outside of my.
Outside of my race. Out. Nobody else in her family talks like that. It will always outside. I can't. Outside of my race. Outside. I can't with her. Get her.
I had a specific preference, and it was always outside of my race. And after I got a divorce the second time, I finally dated, you know, within my race. He turned out to be the talented Mr. Ripley. His representative was really great.
Yeah.
So the first, after her second divorce, she got with a brother, but obviously he was fake. But hear this now. So he was saying his representative showed up. You know, representative, they say when you date somebody, it's this act they put on. You're not really seeing the real person, the representative.
Wow. But the guy that I dated was a horse of a different color. However, the relationship I'm in now.
So that was over. However, the relationship I'm in now.
Adult Trina is.
Adult Trina.
In an adult relationship
is in an adult relationship
with a man of my own race.
She can't even say a brother. She can't even say black man. Of my own race. Again, these levitation floating words and shit. You see? I can't. Hear this.
I'm in now. Adult Trina is in an adult relationship with a man of my own race, and we have so much more in common.
Look at the punctuation on the body language. We have so much more in common. You see, it's like I tell you all the time. When that lion or that dog or that cat sniffs another cat, a dog, or a lion, it's familiar. When I get with a sister, it's a million things I don't have to say to her and she don't got to say to me. It's a million things we already know. We don't got to talk about. There's nothing to teach and learn. There's a million things that we don't got to teach and learn. 'Cause what? We both Africans. We already know. We already know. But the punctuation there, we have a lot more things in common. You see? And commonality has to be on the 68-page list of single-space shit of this thing you're calling love, everybody. You have to have shit in common. I'm over it.
And of my own race, and we have so much more in common.
Punctuation.
Even the way we grew up.
Even the way we grew up. You see? You think Lonnie has that? She can't. She didn't grow up the same way as that fucking serial killer she's with. No, because your fucking people owned my people. We didn't grow up the same. We live in a society that glorifies you and is set up for you. There's laws written against me. We don't have the same even upbringing. But you see how she punctuates. She said we have so much more in common, even the way that we grew up. You see? You have to be enchanted. And one thing that enchants you to another human being is you begin to see yourself in them. You too? Me too. You know, there's these little things. It's nuance. You see? But they're very important. Every building has a cornerstone.
We have so much more in common.
Punctuate.
Even the way we grew up. You
Even the way you grew up.
know, because when I dated outside of my race,
When I dated outside of my race,
they didn't understand beatings.
they didn't understand beatings. You see? And we know she doesn't mean beatings. You know, black folks, we kick our kids' ass. We get that ass. There is no timeouts. They won't be punching us and slapping us in the face and telling us to shut up. That doesn't happen. You see? So, she said when she dated outside of her race, they didn't understand beatings, which we know she doesn't mean beatings.
Dated outside of my race, they didn't understand beatings. They didn't understand collard greens and macaroni
They didn't understand collard greens and macaroni and cheese.
and cheese that's baked in the oven.
That's baked in the oven. You see?
They didn't know that everybody else was a little bit of craft.
Everybody else was a little bit of craft.
You know, they know about elbow macaroni,
They didn't know about elbow macaroni.
and you got to go and get the cheese yourself
And you gotta go get the cheese
and mix it and all that other stuff.
and mix it and all that other stuff.
They didn't understand chitterlings.
They didn't understand chitterlings, which she means chitlins, you know. You see what I'm saying? These are small nuanced things, everybody, but they're highly significant. Highly. Again, you have to be at peace and fulfilled. So, it's enough of a challenge, an unattainable challenge, to try and be with somebody who is the oppressor of your people, certainly. And then you can't even be at peace when you just trying to understand each other's meals. You may as well go to a planet and date somebody from a fucking another fucking colony of aliens or some shit. 'Cause that's the equivalent. Damn. Plus, when you date at least Latinos or somebody from India or somebody from Arabia or some other person of color, they actually have a culture. So they actually understand the concept of culture. You understand? They are the closest to us. You cannot get that with the oppressor. You can't. That's why those relationships never last. They don't. Even Tamara's marriage will be over by the time her children are teenagers, I promise you. And I will, if we're alive, we're all alive, then I will be on here saying, didn't I fucking tell you? And the same thing with Lonnie's fat ass. Her shit is over tomorrow. Like, we're not even get to, just, her shit's over. It's over. Let's go back. I want you to hear Trina's full thing without me.
Because when I dated outside of my race, they didn't understand beatings. They didn't understand collard greens and macaroni and cheese that's baked in the oven. They didn't know that everybody else was a little bit of craft. You know, they know about elbow macaroni, and you got to go and get the cheese yourself and mix it and all that other stuff. They didn't understand chitterlings.
Chitterlings. And hog maws.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know about the malls.
Hog maws. I know, Trina. You still get
I don't know about the malls.
Right.
But the chitterlings, I definitely
Yes.
But I now realize, even though this is my last stop,
I now realize, even though this is my last stop, she said, I now realize
that, you know, but love comes in all shapes, colors, creeds, and all that other good stuff.
Absolutely.
I mean, but I was a little struck.
Yeah.
I was a little struck.
Like, you
A
never.
little color struck.
Yeah.
But I'm all right now.
Yeah.
but I'm all right now because she done come home to her own.
I'm all right.
Yeah.
Because she came home to her own. You see, there's no place like home, like that dumbass Dorothy bitch tapping them fucking heels. There's no place like home, you see? No place like home, everybody. No place like home. No place like home.
I got a little dog skin.
And what she said, I didn't hear that. She said something about dark skin.
Yeah.
Am I right?
Yeah. I got a little dog skin.
Look, she said you got a little dark skin, and then Trina goes, hallelujah. So not only does she got her brother, she got a chocolate. You see what I'm saying? You gotta come home. You got to come home.
Yeah.
Am I right?
Yeah. I got a little dog skin.
Little piece of dog meat.
Yeah.
Got a leg. Got a leg. Got the thigh.
Got that thigh.
Yeah. Okay, Miss Quan.
So saying you can't even talk about the oppressor like that. You feel me? Come on, man. Like we would talk about a sister like that, man. Got that thigh, man. Got that dark meat. So I'm saying, got that leg. You feel me? Saying the breastises or whatever we're gonna say. It doesn't even feel right talking about somebody white like that. Ugh. Where's my punch? Quick, somebody bring. Hold on, you guys. Quick, somebody bring me whatever killed Elvis. Bring that in here. Bring that. Bring it. And get me a refill on my punch. Do it now. You just can't get good help around here in production, everybody. You can't do it. You try, but you can't. God damn it.
Yeah. Okay, Miss Quan.
Well, we don't have a
Now, fake bitch. She don't got shit to say.
lot of time,
Praise God.
so I'm just gonna make mine short and sweet. I love who loves me, and that's the end of that. So when my divorce is final, let
Is
the
that an
floodgates
invitation?
open.
She's just trying to throw shade at whoever she's divorcing. She's just a bitter bitch and fuck her.
Open the floodgates.
I want the floodgates. They just need to, and go very vast, very just to cast the net far and wide.
All right.
And I'm going to be just fine with that.
Yeah.
She's just trying to be vindictive to whoever she's divorcing. I don't
Hey,
care.
Quan, oh my
The bitch is not finding a man.
God.
Yeah, I'm telling you,
We'll have
I'm
a good time
serious.
sitting quiet up with people. I'm gonna be so fun.
Now I'm going to give you a list. Of
Oh, my goodness. Now,
Got to be
please,
some kind of
But the number
control
one
set
thing,
up.
listen, the number one thing is you must be a good partner. There must be shared responsibilities in the relationship. It must be very important.
See, she's already got the wrong idea. That's why I tell you all women, you're not getting what you deserve. You know, this is her articulation. There must be shared responsibilities in relationship. No, bitch, you're supposed to be provided for and sit on a fucking throne. We're here to serve and protect you. Period. Damn. Hear this bullshit.
In a relationship, it must be very important that what I think is important is equally important to you. It ain't no slave ship on this side.
It don't have nothing to do with this world.
It does. I'm talking to everybody, all of you who's ready for the divorce to be over. I think is important is equally important to you. It
What did Trina say?
ain't no slave ship on this side.
It don't have nothing to do with this world.
This don't have nothing to do with the swirl. In other words, bitch, you off topic.
It does. I'm talking to everybody, all of you who's ready for the divorce to be over. I'm talking to all of you. I am.
Just
yes.
man
Yeah,
and
just
women.
man, just all the men. Just the men, come on in. That's what I'm saying. The men need to come on in.
Woo, tell us how you feel. I love it. Men, come on in. Come on in. Finish your thoughts at Sister Circle TV.
She's not getting a man, everybody. She's not. All right. I've seen the future. The bitch does not get
There
a
must
man.
be.
You understand? She don't get no man. God damn it. I'm over it. But the danger in this, that 4 black women would sit up there, and we could almost see it as a disrespect to black men and women, quite frankly. But I'm just going to speak for the men right now. You know, just speak from the male side of it. Like, I should be personally insulted by this. Because if I'm sitting on my couch watching they program, maybe I never seen they show before, and I don't know that this quad bitch is a fucking bitch who needs to die. I just see them for the first time. They come out and go, damn, them some fine sisters. Wait a minute now. and you start imagining, and then you hear this shit, I'd be like, I just liked y'all a minute ago. It's one thing I gotta compete with another brother. Now you saying, and this also is some bullshit too, everybody, because if you're in one of them immature relationships where there's been cheating or the person has a roaming eye and all this kind of thing, think about how much more shit you got to deal with. If you, let's use the women for a minute. Let's say you're a woman and you with a brother, but you don't know. You think that the only thing he like is women. Let's say you a thick sister. And you a thick sister. So you feel comfortable when a skinny bitch walk past, because you know he can't stand skinny bitches. So you don't got to worry about that. But then you find out he likes skinny bitches. He like white bitches. He like Latino bitches. He like Asian, Indian. Turns out he likes men too. It's one thing you trying to compete with the other thick sister. Now it's like all this other seer shit that you are at threat of now. Do you understand the analogy I just gave you? This is some bullshit, everybody. God damn it. Because it's an affront to the culture. If anything, they should be doing shows to talk about strengthening the commitment of black love. Brothers, there's a sister out there for you. Sisters, there's a brother out there for you. If here's an app for that, or if there isn't, we gonna start a campaign to bring African people together. Something you said, there's other ways. Don't bring me this swirl shit. This is disgusting to me, because we are the ones that are under attack. The attack now is on black relationships between black man and black woman, period. That's the attack. That's what's under assault right now. That's what they are trying to destroy. We clearly see that. We clearly see that. You want to show me 4 white bitches up there talking about this on some other network, on some other show? That I'm fine. But 4 black women on a black show, on a black network, high quotations, on a black network, sit up there with a black audience talking about this shit for what? What is the purpose of this segment? I ask you this now. I'm over it. Seek out your own, everybody. Because that's the only place that this love can even materialize. Everything else is a trick act, a facade, a fake, a circus, a mirage. It will not happen. You put seeds in soil and you don't water it, the bitch don't grow. This is the same thing. Black love must be cultivated in black love, in blackness. Nothing else will work. There's no other equation where that can materialize, where it can become. You understand? So go forth from this video seeking only black love, black relationship, because in black relationship can love become. You understand? You seek black unity, you seek black relationship, black intimacy, and the rest will take care of itself, because the divine has shown us this in abundance every single day in nature. We've never even seen the moon merge with the fucking sun. The moon is the moon and the sun is the goddammit sun. Study nature. Because in studying nature, you are allowing your maker to speak to you and show you the correct path for everything, including your damn relationships. I'll see you soon.